Charlotte leaders considering changes to the city's curfew to 9 p.m. every day for anybody under the age of 18. It comes after several large teen takeovers this summer that police say quickly escalated into things like fights, dangerous behavior, and overall public safety concerns. We're joined this morning by Charlotte City Council member Dante Anderson to discuss the plan out there. All right, Dante, thanks for joining us. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you for having me.
So I know you held an emergency meeting yesterday, the Public Safety Committee. What have you seen in these recent takeovers that convinced you that the city had to act and it needed to act now?
Well, what we've seen in particular since school has been out, that there have been several teen takeovers peppered throughout the city, from University City to Uptown to Camp North End and other spaces. And we have hundreds of teenagers who are congregating, and you just need a couple of bad actors for something to go wrong. Specifically last week in the one in University City, a youth was shot. And so the chief has talked to me and others about what can we do so that they can protect the city better. And this step of pushing up the curfew time and pushing up to the age to anyone who is below 18 is the next step. It's just one tool, but it's the next step.
Talk to me. Is 9 p.m. too early for teens who might be out working or attending activities? There are exceptions, correct?
Absolutely. There are exceptions to this particular ordinance. In particular, if a teen is running an errand at the parent's direction, if, of course, they're with a parent or guardian, if they're at some type of structured program, like, if they're playing in a soccer league or playing basketball, there's certain exceptions. Going to work as well. The point is, really, we have to be able to enforce these large groups of teenagers who are congregating in spaces where they're not meant to be. And Ben, on top of that, we also have parents who are dropping these teenagers off to these takeovers. So there's an education and accountability effort here for parents to understand that these takeovers are not safe spaces for kids. But I do want to stress that this is a youth protection ordinance that's already on the books. We're just tightening it up for better protection of our youth, but it already exists on the books.
You were talking, the chief was there yesterday for this meeting, and you just mentioned enforcement. How do police enforce this thing without unnecessarily targeting young people who are not problems?
Absolutely. Well, one of the things they do, of course, is ask, how old are you? And that's the challenge, because our current ordinance has staggered age groups in terms of certain time periods those young people can be out. So today, a 13-year-old or 14-year-old can be out until 11 p.m. Without a guardian. And that's been difficult for CMPD to actually enforce. What we know is that anyone who's 18 or above will very easily show an ID, but 12, 13, 14-year-olds don't have ID. And so that's why the enforcement is, if you are below 18 years old, you should either be with a guardian, be at a structured activity, or be at home. And the way that it's enforced is, they do write the youth tickets. They will take them uptown and make sure their parents come to pick them up or take them to their parents. And then it becomes an accountability challenge with the guardian, in particular if it's a repeated occurrence. So the first piece is education. And then they will begin to write citations after that. So we really have to ramp up the education.
Before I leave you, let me be devil's advocate just real quick. And what about prevention? What can the city do to make sure that these teens have better places to be, better activities where they can spend their time?
That is really the biggest opportunity across the board. And so what the city has done very directly this month, we've partnered with the county, and we're having a summer youth jam every Friday night. at East Wayne Regional Rec Center. We're going to have a swim party at Ray's Splash Planet in August. We've already had conducted one, as well as a variety of programs coming out of the Youth Opportunity Office for the city. But Ben, I will say this is a challenge where the entire city has to circle the wagons because we need more third spaces for our youth outside of school and outside of the home. So our faith-based organizations, nonprofit organizations, CMPD does a great job with PAL and other programs to create opportunities for youth sports. But we need more opportunities for our youth to be outside and just be young, but in a safe, structured environment.
All right, Councilmember Dante Anderson. Councilmembers, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we're back after this.